I think after someone dies, there are things that the grieving person can do to help themselves work through their grieving process. We call them tasks. And I think the first task of grieving is simply to survive. Did I say simply to survive? Because let's face it, there are some days after someone dies when just getting through the day takes every ounce of energy that we can muster. So it's not an easy process. The word survive is an interesting word. It actually means to live beyond. And that's the challenge for the grieving person. How can I live beyond this experience of loss? How can I find the strength? How can I find the courage? Yes, and even how can I find the desire to live beyond, to be able to go on with my life? I like to say to grieving people that no matter who we are, and no matter what the challenges you face, there's always reasons to go on. It's always too soon to quit. There are reasons to go on. And down the road, we need to hold on to hope that we will find these reasons and be able to see reasons to continue. But I'd also like to say, and fair enough, that you may not see these reasons right today. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they aren't there. So can you hold on to the hope that a little ways down the road, you're going to see the reasons and find those reasons to be able to go on. I think we also need to work through our feelings, to embrace our emotions. There's an old proverb that says, don't fight the river, flow with it. So think of your emotions like that river, sometimes coming down on us like a torrent. We have a choice. We can get out and try to hold back the river, or we can go with the flow. And I think when we embrace our emotions, we're able to do that. We also need to relive our memories, because grief invites us to remember, not to forget. So many times our culture says, try not to think about it, try to get your mind off it. But you know what? Ask yourself this question. Since your loved one died, are you thinking more about them, or are you thinking less about them? I think I can guess what you've said, because after my wife died, I was thinking about her all the time. So we need to realize that that happens for a reason. And the reason is that grief invites us to remember. But not just to remember the death, but to remember the life, to remember the good times and the good things, the things that made that person special. Memories have a wonderful healing quality, and I believe we have to embrace them.